Musgrove Mill is the site of what is a typical American Revolution battle that took place August 19, 1780, when a small band of about 200 patriot militiamen arrived at a spot about a half-mile north of here with the intentions of attacking a group of 200 loyalist militiamen or Tories that were camped around the home of Edward Musgrove, where we are now. When they got here, they of course figured out there were not 200 loyalists, there were 200 loyalists and 300 regulars here. But not having the ability to turn around and retreat, they came up with a plan of drawing the British into them, where they were able to surprise and defeat this much larger force of joint loyalist and regular soldiers. The state bought the land that is now Musgrove Mill State Historic Site back in the 1970s. I want to say it was 1975. Of course, that was right around the time of the bicentennial of the American Revolution, and this site being available, the state decided, from what I understand, to purchase it. Now, it wasn't actually until the year 2000 that anything was ever decided to actually be done with the park, and that's when development began. The park opened to visitation in May of 2003. There is a trail that has opened up that goes along the river and identifies the mill site and forge sites, as well as the house site of Edward Musgrove. All those are very important places in the British establishing their camp here. It's also a place called Horseshoe Falls on the park. It's a very popular spot. And then the Innery River runs right through the middle of the park, and that's also another popular spot, especially for canoers and kayakers. At least once a year, we have one large event. We call it our Living History Festival. This past year, we had our third Living History Festival this past April. Basically what happens is we get about 100 reenactors to come on the park and set up tents as though they were living back in the American Revolution. And there are different types of people that do different things. We of course have the ones that do the military types of lifestyles here. We'll have people that act like patriot militiamen, people that come out and camp and dress like British soldiers that will give demonstrations of how they fought and how the weapons were fired and that type of thing. But we also have the what we call our particular living historians. They're the people that just set up camps and show you how people cooked, show you what a campsite would have been made out of. The blacksmiths and woodworkers, artisans of those types of people. We've had musicians in the past. So it's a very good mix of people that do different levels of things. It's a really good way to learn about the American Revolution. You really get to experience instead of just trying to read it and try to understand what the people were like. You get a real good feel for how they live, because the people that do that really get into that kind of lifestyle and actually in a lot of ways become those people. So it's a wonderful way to learn about the American Revolution in the South.